give us great supporting, and thank you for your good job. Thank you for good stand and please let us receive the time. I only 2 minutes. And with CBMI and 67 years, CBMI is a world-class and industrial engineered leader, having delivered over 200 bench-up cement projects across more than 50 countries. As a development project, we will deploy our team strictly adhere to international standards and Kenya's regulation and ensure quality control and efficiency progress to empower poverty cement and expand capacity and market reach. We regularly seek deeper cooperation with Amazon Group and Bamri to capture locally jobs, boost Kenya industrial and economic growth, and contribute our modest share to founding China-Kenya community with a shared future. Today, contract signing is more than a new start. It's changed the deepened friendship and more forward together with the Kenya government's support and joint effort of our party. With Matuga project will surely become a senior model of China-Kenya cooperation. We look forward to expanding our partnership across more fields for the benefit and bright shared future. Thank you again. Thanks all guests for your presence and supporting. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Your Excellency, just for the sake of clarity, that is not Mr. Eda Nadi, so no one goes to him, please. Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President, Republic of Kenya, Cabinet Secretaries and Principal Secretaries, esteemed governors and county officials, and local leaders, distinguished ladies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Your Excellency, first of all, I want to appreciate you for availing us your time from your tight schedule, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Asante sana mzee. Today is a special day for the employees and board members of Bamburi, the people of Matuga and Kwale County. They have been waiting for this project for over 10 years. I'm honored to stand here and tell you today, finally, the day has come. Your Excellency, 11 months ago, while we were integrating Bamburi into Armstrong's group, I promised this project will be done this year. That was a promise I gave to the Bamburi employees. I remember a few staff were there that day. Miriam, I can see Eugene was there, Mohsin. I'm glad today the day has come we fulfill our promise given to the employees of Bamburi. Your Excellency, this is a $250 million foreign direct investment, which wouldn't have happened if it was not for the excellent regulatory environment created by your administration and the great support received from all the agencies, both from national level to the municipal level. We appreciate all the efforts and support. We would like to extend a special thanks to KCB Bank, a true partner. I can see my brother Paul Russo there, asante sana. Not forgetting Karim Anjarwala, ALN team, asanteni sana, Karim, Dom, and all the team. Your Excellency, this project will play a major role in supporting the economy of Kenya and Kwale County, in particular by creating over 10,000 direct and indirect jobs. Thank you. Thank you. From the construction period, during the installation of machines to the completion of the project, where more people will benefit through subsidiary purposes like transportation and logistics, and many more opportunities which will run for many years to come. This project will also reduce the reliance of imported clinker and will make Kenya self-sufficient with your support and vision, a clinker exporter in the near future. Your Excellency, this project is a direct contribution to a bottom-up economic transformation agenda, particularly the pillars of manufacturing and affordable housing. AMSON stands ready to contribute to your 10-year national development roadmap. Thank you. Your Excellency, I have a lot to say, but due to the shortage of time, I would like to say Asante Sana Mzee for coming, and we are honored to have you here with us. Asante Sana.
It is now my pleasure and honor to invite the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry, Honorable Lee Kinyanjui, who will in turn invite His Excellency, the President. Let's welcome him with a warm clap. Karibu Waziri.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the Principal Secretary, Industry, Dr. Mukwana, members of Parliament here, the board and management of Bamburi Cement, and all investors here, good morning. Allow me to take this opportunity, Your Excellency, first to thank you for making time to honor this morning event to commemorate the clinkerization plant that Bamburi would want to put in Matuga. The confidence some of these actions show to the economy are commendable, and I want to sincerely congratulate Bamburi Cement for the many years they have invested in Kenya, for the many people who they have employed, and the many buildings across Kenya that have been built using cement from Bamburi. I was just looking at your logo, and I have seen that I think the tree that you put there is the baobab. Baobab lives for, I'm told, hundreds of years, and that's the reputation that your product has. I remember the first time when I was putting up my first house, I insisted it had to be Bamburi. I congratulate you and also urge you to continue being the Mercedes of the industry, because we want quality. And Kenya, a few years ago, the total number of floors we would do is 10, 20. If you go to 25, it looked very big. Now we are going up to 30, 40. We are now heading to 50. And with the recent vision of heading to Singapore, we have no idea where it will end. So we want to insist on quality and working together, and I want to support the industry. Your Excellency, our support for the industry is at two levels. Is in creating policies that generate confidence, and I want to thank you because a lot of the proposals we've brought for the industry, working together with the stakeholders, you have supported us. And I really want to say part of what we see today is a product of many discussions that have yielded in this. I want to assure the industry that we shall continue to support you. And Kenya wants to get its rightful position in the broader conversation around import substitution and creation of wealth and employment in the country. Lastly, Your Excellency, I was just discussing with some of my colleagues, and we were saying that breaking down your conversation around your vision for the country, we have agreed that nobody can dream for you. People can help you to get to where you want, but nobody can dream for you. Clarity of vision is extremely important to any nation. Now you have showed us where you want us to go. I think it is the responsibility of all of us. If you're in banking, you need to ask, for the Singapore we want to go, what kind of a bank do we need? For the Singapore we want, what amount of cement and quality do we require? What food do we require? And if we all answer these questions, I can tell you we'll create 100,000 jobs overnight. So the point is the broader vision we have, the policies we have, and we have now the energy. And just yesterday we passed again, many people asking where will the money come from? That question has already been answered. May God bless you, Your Excellency. Allow me to take this opportunity to ask you we all be upstanding as we welcome His Excellency, the President. Makofi kwa Rais.
Seats. Asante sana.
distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to join you this morning as we witness the signing of a contract for the development of Bamburi Cement's clinker line in Matuga, Kwale County, in partnership with Sinoma's CBMI Construction Company. This partnership reflects Kenya's growing integration into global industrial value chains and aligns closely with our national industrialization agenda, as has been said ably by the minister here. The signing of this contract marks the commencement of a strategic industrial investment in Kenya's cement sector, which remains a critical pillar of our economic growth and infrastructure development, underpinning our housing, transport, energy, and industrial investments. As government, we recognize that strengthening clinker production capacity is fundamental to securing the cement value chain and safeguarding the long-term competitiveness of all sectors. By combining Bamburi Cement's deep local market presence and operational experience with Sinoma CBMI, global technical expertise in cement engineering and construction, this partnership will significantly strengthen domestic clinker production capacity, reduce reliance on imports, and enhance the competitiveness and resilience of Kenya's cement industry. Ladies and gentlemen, this investment is fully aligned with Kenya's Vision 2030, the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, particularly job creation, value addition, and regional industrialization development, and our broader manufacturing transformation agenda under the Ministry of Investments, Trade, and Industry. Industrialization remains a cornerstone of Kenya's economic transformation, and targeted investments such as clinker will be essential in achieving sustained, inclusive, and resilient growth. I remember that in 2023, I was in West Pokot to start one of the clinker factories that now employs close to 2,500 people, with another 2,500 trucks operating in that space. I am very happy that I'm here this morning in this conversation about a clinker plant in Matuga. Early next year, I will be going to Kitui to start another clinker factory. And it speaks to where we want to go as a country. And I'm very happy that many investors are reading us correctly. They are beginning to understand where we are going. When we say we are going to have a 5 trillion shilling investment in logistics, in transport, in energy, in irrigation, there are many people who are beginning to read it correctly, and they are investing in the right places. I want to tell Bamburi Cement, you are among the people who, Waswahili wanasema, mnasoma barua ikiwa bado iko ndani ya bahasha. Because this investment, the kind of trajectory we are looking at into the future, the investment in the 5 trillion program which Cabinet approved, the infrastructure and the mechanism and the framework that is going to roll out this investment, cement, steel, construction is going to be at the core of that investment journey. And therefore, I am asking Bamburi and all the other players to begin to think about doubling your capacities, maybe tripling your capacities, because that is the kind of push we will need to be able to get Kenya where we want it to be. In this context, allow me to situate today's project within our broader 5 trillion bold national ambition to take Kenya to a first world economy, which we have unveiled as a deliberate pathway to achieving Kenya's economic freedom. This national project is anchored on strategic infrastructure development, and I hope, Bamburi, you're listening. Expanded, reliable, and affordable energy, large-scale infrastructure in irrigation through extensive dam construction designed to unlock productivity across agriculture, manufacturing, housing, transport, and services. Through sustained investments in roads, we intend to dual 2,500 kilometers of critical highways, and that first is already going on. Next year, as I announced the other day, we will be doing a couple of roads around Nairobi, Thika Superhighway, road to Ngong, the road to Kiserian, all the way to Isinya, and many other dueling of roads that will happen. We will roll out the full extent in the coming year. We will be extending the standard gauge railway from Naivasha through Kisumu to Malaba. We will require tons and tons of steel and cement. And that particular construction of the extension of the standard gauge railway is going to begin in January. I am not talking about 2027, 2026. That will also include the modernization of the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. Again, I want everybody to know that the expansion of and the development of a new airport is also going to happen next year. Yes. We already have consolidated the framework that is going to allow us to do that. We already have, as I've said, we have to expand our generation of energy because at the moment we are living on the edge. It cannot be possible for us to industrialize. It is not possible for us to be able to move to the future that we all want to do if we don't have sufficient, reliable, affordable energy. And that whole process is what I want us as a country to move together and to achieve. These investments have a clear objective: to position Kenya firmly on the trajectory to a first world economic status driven by productivity, innovation, and industrial depth. Our plan is that in the next 30 years, by God's grace, we want to cut down the number of people living below the poverty line by half. And we want, currently, our unemployment rate is 5.43% of the population. We want to bring that down by half as well. And it is not going to happen unless we make bold investments in different parts of our economy. And we want to do that without necessarily burdening taxpayers or endangering the country with borrowing. And that is why we have developed alternative mechanisms of how we are going to do this, using mature assets that we have as a country and leveraging those by putting together private-public partnership where we can bring on board more private sector resources into the development of public infrastructure. Distinguished guests, the cement industry sits at the heart of this economic freedom agenda. Every kilometer of road, every power plant, every dam and irrigation canal, and every factory depends on a reliable, competitive, and sustainable cement value chain. Projects such as the Bamburi Clinker line are therefore not isolated investments. They are foundational catalysts of our national transformation. While the cement sector is central to development, we are equally conscious that it is among the most energy-intensive industries with significant greenhouse gas emissions. The Government of Kenya therefore views today's investment not only through the lens of capacity expansion, but also as an opportunity to embed cleaner, more efficient, and low-carbon production technologies. And I have been reliably informed that you have looked into that aspect. We are encouraging improved energy efficiency in clinker production, adoption of cleaner fuels and modern technologies, and strict adherence to environmental health and safety standards across operations. Through the Ministry of Investments, Trade and Industry and its agencies, we will continue to promote policy coherence, interagency coordination, and partnership that support both competitiveness and environmental responsibility in the industrial sector. Decarbonization is not a constraint. It is an opportunity to innovate, reduce costs, attract green investment, and position Kenya as a regional leader in sustainable manufacturing. These efforts support Kenya's commitment in environmental matters. Distinguished guests, allow me also to highlight another flagship program that is directly linked to today's investment. The Affordable Housing Program, which remains one of the most ambitious social and economic interventions in our history. Currently, over 240,000 affordable housing units are under construction across Kenya, from urban centers to emerging towns, transforming skylines and livelihoods alike. This program is not only providing decent and affordable homes for Kenyan families, it is also a powerful engine for job creation, supporting more than 480,000 jobs across construction, manufacturing, transport, and allied services. The demand for cement, steel, fittings, and other building materials generated by this program is revitalizing local industries, strengthening domestic supply chains, and keeping value and jobs within our economy. I agree 100%. And this is a statement that I said. It is not possible for us to continue importing cement. Please, let us just agree. And I want to encourage all the players. I know we have had a pull and push. I want to encourage all the players. We have limestone. We have all the other raw materials that are necessary for the production of cement here in Kenya. Somebody needs to explain to me why we want to go and import stones. Because what is lime? What is limestone? It's just stones. How can we spend our money to import stones from other countries when we have our own stones? You know, all we need to do is to burn them and create cement. I mean, surely that is not, I mean, we cannot do that. It doesn't, I am not persuaded by any whatever, hata kama ni kwa dawa siwezi kubali. Simiti tutatengeneza Kenya. And this big plan that we have for the transformation of our country must be an incentive enough for those who are looking at business opportunities, for them to invest in the right place. And therefore, Bamburi and others invest in more clinker plants. Make use of our raw materials in Kenya. Employ our Kenyan young people. Use Kenyan electricity. Use all the other materials that you use in Kenya. That is how we are going to change this country. We cannot import what we can produce in Kenya, whether it is cement, whether it is maize, whether it is wheat, and everything else. And that's why we are saying today we are importing 500 billion shillings of food items into Kenya. Edible oil, maize, sugar, wheat, rice. All that we can produce here in Kenya. But somehow people will find excuses. or why it is better to import and not to grow local. The same way, somebody will find an excuse of why it is better to import clinker than to make it in Kenya. You know, we just have to make a bold decision and say, we are not going to be a supermarket for anybody. We will create our own value using our own raw materials. And that is as simple as it can get. So, you know, just to tell you, I have a problem because I have been buying cement for the last 30 years. Every week. For 30 years. Even today. I do construction everywhere. If you go to my farm or I think even sometimes when there's nothing to construct, I break the one that's there so that I can construct another one. So I know what it means. I know what cement means. Yeah? And so investment in this sector is what is going to make us grow. My intention is that for the next 20 years, Kenya is going to be one big construction site. For the next 20 years. So those in the construction industry, you have business. So mujipange. Wale watu wa simiti mujipange. Wale watu wa kwari mujipange. Wale watu wa chuma mujipange. Kila mtu hapo wajipange. That's where we're going to drive it. Ladies and gentlemen, the project we are unveiling today holds particular significance to Matuga and the wider Kwale County region. I know the Member of Parliament for Matuga, Mr. Tandasa Sawa, is here. It is expected to create direct and indirect employment opportunities, support skills development and technologies transfer, stimulate local enterprises across logistics, quarrying, maintenance, and services, and contribute meaningfully to community development and local economic growth. Balanced regional industrialization remains a priority for government. And I'm very happy that one plant of cement is in West Pokot, another plant is in Kitui, another plant now is going to Kwale. Hopefully we'll get another plant in a different part of the country because we want to move the country as one. The government of Kenya remains fully committed to supporting this project and similar investments that deepen value addition, create jobs, and strengthen our manufacturing base. I commend Bamburi Cement PLC, Sinoma CBI Construction Company Limited, and all partners involved. I'm told KCB, our good people who have been of great value, supporting our programs, and all the other banks and the legal firms and everybody else that is part and parcel of this great journey. Not to forget the dedicated employees of Bamburi Cement. I know that I'm informed that they have been looking forward to an investment in this program for a while. And I look forward to the successful implementation of this clinker line and its positive impact in Matuga, Kwale County, and of course, in the Republic of Kenya. My very best wishes as you undertake this major investment. The cement industry has seen an investment over the last 3 years of about $800 million, which is close to 100 billion Kenya shillings. And I am very sure that this is where we all want to take it. The Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry will provide the policy direction on how we are going to move this forward. And I'm confident with the Minister, working with the whole of industry so that we can harmonize policies and make sure we support policies that make sure that we exploit local raw materials, use local labor and human capital, and drive development in the right direction. It's a very proud moment for me to be part of this journey that speaks to where we want to take Kenya into the future. Thank you very much. My very best wishes, and God bless you. And if we don't meet, Merry Christmas and a great Happy New Year.
We may take our seats. A round of applause to His Excellency. I'll request Your Excellency for you to remain on stage as we now progress to what I'd call the cherry on the icing. Let's take our seats, please. Let's take our seats. And this is the signing of the contract. And allow me to invite Mr. Edanadi, Group MD, and Mr. Zhang Shichai, who are going to come and please take your seats. Chair, you may come and also witness the signing of the contract. Can we have the legal person who's going to present the documents for signing? Can I also invite Waziri? Waziri, kindly if you can also flank on the left of His Excellency. And the contract that is now being signed between Bamburi PLC and Sinoma CBMI is worth $250 million for the construction. Yes, I think it deserves a bigger clap than that. 250. Your Excellency, we have very few people in the room, but the numbers that we are seeing here are quite encouraging. And this is the integrated Matuga clinkerization factory in Kwale County. It heralds a dawn of rural industrialization, and that is a modern clinker factory. It is expected to be executed in 24 months from the contract effective date of EPC contract mode, expected to commence on the first quarter of 2026, with the first clinker production in early 2028. And this is, of course, as we, as Kenya, are on the road to, I'll request that you stand up. Yes, and have they already exchanged? Yes, you can shake hands and exchange. Wonderful. Then we shall have the table removed so that we have one clear photo without the table. If we can kindly just remove the table. And the PS is there. I'll also invite the Member of Parliament for Matuga to also join in the photo. So if we can just maybe step forward a little bit. MP to the other side. Also Mohit, if you can kindly join in the photo. Can we also have KCB or Ruto just to join in kindly? And then after that, thank you. Your Excellency, while you're still there, I'll request the rest of us, we can step down. We have two gifts. We have a gift from Sinoma for His Excellency. We can kindly have that presented by the chair, Sinoma. The gifts from Sinoma to start with. Yes.
In next coming year. Another is fine, sorry, he was born in 1966. Yeah, this year is a horse. And in China, the year of horse, yeah? You are lucky, yeah?
Kwa wale ambaye hamjasikia ni mwaka wa farasi. Your Excellency, we also have one more gift from Bamburi. If we can kindly have the gift from Bamburi to be presented to His Excellency before we wind up with the national anthem. So the gift from Bamburi.
Yeah, Your Excellency, you can see some water bags. Bamburi, I can say, is one of the best environmental and animal preserving companies. Thank you very much.
All right, and with that, we'll then, will then request that you take your position while His Excellency remains on stage. Let us all be upstanding as we now wind up with the national anthem, Wimbo wa Taifa.